Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken? Today's sponsor is iMusician. They are a music distributor that gets your music onto over 200 online shops, including Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, as well as genre-specific shops like Beatport and TrackSource. It's Liam Killen here with the PO133. They're really hitting us 90s kids in the feels with this one, or I guess any person who's into Street Fighter, really. I mean, they do have a modern version, right? Yeah, as you could tell, I'm just a heavy gamer over here. But as someone who grew up with the OG Super Nintendo version, I get really nostalgic when I hear the sounds from this PO. I mean, it really does just bring you right back. This video will help you determine whether or not the PO133 is right for you. Just like all of the other POs, it really just depends on what you're looking for, especially seeing as you could just literally sample the exact sounds that are on the PO133 onto something like the PO-KO. And so, what is it that you're paying for? In my opinion, this is the prettiest pocket operator yet, and the packaging alone is definitely something to hold on to. The traditional animation, the red, the Hadouken, the nostalgic sounds, and a few minor differences in the effects. Besides that, it pretty much functions the same as past POs. And of course, we're going to take a look at those minor differences. I've covered previous PO models as well. Here's a link, and there's also a link for that in the description. LK, PO133, let's go. So here we are, the PO133 is upon us. We'll start by taking a quick look at the layout, so starting with melody sounds. Just so characteristic of that like 90s melee video game sound. This is it. Personally, I find it simple and fun to just do little runs like this. Let's try that in a pattern. Drums. Oof. Authentic. What else do we have in drum slots?
Japan, China.
Okay, classic city announcement.
USA, Brazil, fight. You win, lose.
Lo-fi melee combat sounds. Nice crowd there.
Shoryuken.
Uppercut.
Shoryuken.
I definitely want to keep that OG Super Nintendo Street Fighter vibe, so let's choose one of these stock tracks. Let's hear them. That's the one. First off, let's see what melodic and drum sounds are actually being used in this stock pattern. So sounds, first one, right mode, and the sequence is shown right there. Let's head to sound 2. Nothing's being used. Sound 3, this is all being used. Right? So that's how you know. Go back to this one, we're gonna play it, and right off the bat, we're just gonna add effects to it. I'm taking a filter. Let's head down to the drums, and we're just gonna straight up change this whole pattern. So erase what's there. Kick. Hi-hat. There are no hi-hats. So this is like a tambourine. Looking for something like kind of ticky, you know, or a very short sound. What we could do, let's trim something. So filter, trim, there it is. And we're gonna use this, trim it right down. And then we're gonna pitch it way up. And lastly, I'll add a snare drum over top of this, maybe on beats 2 and 4. that volume up. I'm going to copy what we have so far to the next pattern because I want to add a little variation to it within the melody. So pattern, right, make sure you're on the pattern you want to copy, and boom. So now we have 2 patterns. Let's play it. Second pattern. Okay, so in that second pattern, I want to change up the melody a little bit, maybe add a variation on that melody. This is the sound being used, right? These are the notes that are being played. I always like to just audition a pattern and then write it in. Rather than programming it, I find it to just be easier for my workflow. So let's audition something. So now I want to record my own little melody over top of this. So how do we do that again? To sample, it says hold record and use microphone line in, hold 1 to 16. So obviously we're not going to write over something. That's another cool thing about this PO model is that they left you space to record your own samples without writing over something and feeling bad about it. Like imagine writing over this. That'd be so sad. That being said, you could always just reset your PO anyways. I want to make a melodic sound, maybe just with my voice. So sound, I'm going to choose an empty slot. Something better than that. Ha. Sounding a little bit dinky. Let's try changing those effects. That's all great. We can't go through this beat though without adding some announcer sounds, right? The fight and the win, they're sort of getting swallowed by other sounds. That's one thing about the pocket operator. You have to be very conscious about layering. It's probably that vocal sound that I just added, so I'm not opposed to removing that because it doesn't sound great. Pattern, over to this one. Let's get rid of it. There it is. I really do like the way the effects are organized within the PO133. Let's play through a few of them. A lot of them are rhythmic. It's pretty straightforward. You have your delays here, you have pitch here, you have more rhythmic stuff here, but it's like a stutter rhythmic thing. And then you have like your others, so reverse, and I think this one's feedback. Not entirely sure what that one is, but you get the point. That's what these effects sound like. It might be a better idea though to run them through a performance to give you a better idea. Oh, I don't know, maybe spice them up with the OP1 perhaps? I don't know about you, but I'm always left wanting more when I'm jamming with just my PO alone. And the OP1 really is like the best combining instrument that you could use with the PO. I gotta say, I want more. I want more.